All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Time Indicators. This is the man behind the indicators. My name is Ben. And our newest indicator here is the Adaptive Range Reversal Pro, ARR Pro. As you can see here on the chart, it looks nice and clean. We got these little boxes, and I'll go over kind of what all these signals mean. Right now we're trading SPX, and you can see that these different boxes all represent something. So let's get into what the settings look like here. So the teal is the daily range. This is that daily range, and you're going to notice that the price kind of acts like a magnet to these areas, and we're looking for reversals around here. Then the yellow is the weekly range, monthly range, and yearly range. You can also kind of adjust this however you want. If I want the boxes to disappear, I just put that opacity down to 0 and they just disappear, but I like to see them, so we'll keep them there for now. You can also adjust the widths. These are kind of the defaults right now, so you can adjust it. And notice I'm going to be changing just the daily. If I change it to 15, watch how it changes. Boom, there goes, but I'll keep it at 10. You can also change it based off of just the auto box adjustment based off of volatility in the market. So if you uncheck this, you'll see the boxes kind of change a little bit. This will all be very specific to your tickers. You'll notice I can kind of change it here and there. So you can either have it auto adjust to your ticker, or you can do it manually here. If you want even a cleaner chart, you can take off these boxes and just have just the signals, and so it kind of looks real nice. You know, you have a going long signal here, going short there, going short there. It's just the signals. But if you're the type of trader that wants to know, hey, these zones are approaching, and I'm gonna go ahead and get ready if it's approaching, you know, those zones. This is all preference. You can have those triangles be smaller, bigger, however you want the signals to kind of, you know, clean it up. 100% is the default there. I also made it so you can take off if you want to only look at days or weeklies or things like that. So if I want to enable daily range alerts, that will be right here. So if I uncheck that, those go away. And if I want weekly to go away, there's that. So, you know, day traders are probably going to want all of them on just so we can see, you know, the moves within each day. Swing traders, you probably want to take the daily and maybe the weekly off and just looking at monthly. So you can see here, the SPX back on February 11, we're telling you to short here, then look at the trend as it goes down here. Then we tell you to long here and look at the trend that goes up afterwards. So, you know, that's for swing trading, but, you know, you can do it however you want. You can also just uncheck these if you don't want the markers at all. If you want to just look at boxes, completely up to you. Or if you want to, again, you can show just the signals without the alerts. It's completely customizable. It's up to you. This again works on all charts. You can see QQQ here. We caught the low there. It works on Bitcoin. We can go there. We'll take a look there. Look at that. We caught the high and the low for Bitcoin here. But let's dive into what the actual percentages mean here. It's kind of your preference. So it's more of a confidence entry for you. So me personally, anything under 20%, I'm probably not taking. Just because it hasn't met all of the criteria to be a good entry. So if under 20%, I'm just going to ignore. If it's above 20, between 30, I'm probably going to take it, but I'm going to go light on my position. Above 30 to 50, I'll go a little bit heavier. Anything above 50 to 70, I'm going pretty heavy. And then probably, you know, above 70%, I'm doing a full position. So here the other day when February 12th, we had a big rejection off this daily area, 53%. So I went short here big time. As you can see, the trend went down. We crossed through this and it said, hey, we're going to be going long, but it was only at 19%. Again, my rules, I'm ignoring anything under 20 anyway, so I ignored that one. And then we kind of bounced around this weekly area and, you know, continued down. So it's a good thing that I ignored it. But here's a good example of an iron condor that I played here. So we have multiple boxes in this range. We have a monthly, weekly, and almost a yearly in there. So it's a 50%. It's a pretty pretty confident there. So I did a pretty large position here going short. As we went down, we hit this area and balanced this 25%, so I went along. I did a call credit spread here, put credit spread here, made it kind of legged into an iron condor, and as you can see, we leveled out pretty nice. So that was a fantastic day, eating up all that premium during that time. So that's our script. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And if you got any questions, feel free to ask in the comments, and we're here to help. Thanks.